Well, Devon has a social license to operate that we take very seriously. Devon is a wonderful company in large measure because we have employees who pursue their jobs with a sense of urgency. They're innovative, they pursue excellence, and they're always trying to improve. But the foundation to be able to do all of those things and be successful really is our core values. It's unique in many ways, it is successful, it's built on employee values, and we feel very strongly that we need to tell the story about Devon Energy and not just what we do, but how we do it and who we are.
There's a lot to that. We have many stakeholders at Devon, from our employees to our people who use our end product of natural gas and oil that we pull up from the ground, members of the media, regulators, politicians, community members. And our role, we have the privilege of being the face of Devon and communicating with them and helping them understand what we do, how we do it, and really what it means to us to be an energy company and the role we play in providing energy for the people of America.
We wanted to come up with some kind of a way to take that integrity concept to the next level. We challenged Ackerman to really try to come up with some creative ways that would, once again, describe not just what we do and how we do it, but really through our core values, integrity being principal among them, who we are.
And when you start talking about those stories, the scripts start coming together and the stories start coming together. And pretty soon we had, not just 3 or 4 concepts, but 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. And it really grew from those discussions and that conversation.
All of the ideas that the greater team worked on, both Ackerman and Devon together, were about integrity. We knew we needed to be real. We knew we needed to communicate the core values of Devon and the way that they do business. The connection started to come with this idea of integrity, with this idea of being so real. And what could be more real than real-time performance art using natural materials? Again, such a great tie-in for Devon.
The brand is about integrity and authenticity. The images that we use, they're real, they're not studio formatted, they're not created, they're not computer generated. They're real images of real people, real places, equipment, processes, and we really try to get the authenticity across in an innovative way.
An energy company is judged by the strength of its share price. It is judged by the strength of its assets and by the strength of its environmental practices. But along with these, there is one strength that truly defines us. The strength of our word. Devon Energy. Commitment runs deep.
To be able to actually create an advertising campaign out of the medium that the company works in, using the earth to create the imagery for a campaign from a company that brings energy out of the earth, is something quite remarkable. And I think some people who don't realise that it is sand, who think of them as being that beautiful art form, and it is beautiful to watch, but there's also that very important point that it's actually their stock in trade, sand and the earth, being used to form the images.
First thing I thought when I saw that is, wow, I hadn't seen anything like that before. I didn't even know that type of art existed. And I knew right then that this is the type of thing we were looking for when we want to set ourselves apart in our commercials, the same way we set ourselves apart in how we do our business.
It fit the Devon brand really well because it's authentic, it was real, it dealt with nature as far as the sand, it dealt with just hands. It felt very, very much like what Devon is about.
When we were planning how we were going to celebrate our 40th anniversary, one of the main audiences for that celebration is our employees, celebrating what we've done with the people who've got us this far. And when we were thinking about what's a real creative way, a unique way, Lana came to mind right away. Bringing her here and having her do some of that live with our employees, they get to know her, they get to see it. In addition to performing for our employees at our anniversary luncheon, she also performed at the Classen School of Advanced Studies. And there were a room full of middle school and high school kids there that just loved her. And then she performed for the arts community here in Oklahoma City at the Oklahoma Museum of Art.
It's not just beautiful to look at, but she takes you on a path, like any great artist, she takes you on a path, takes you to a destination, and then twists it right at the end.
And it resonated so well with our employees. They really fell in love with the line. The thing that struck me the most was that she was so honored to do it.
But you have to try. Look. Yes!
Working with Devon was a huge experience for me. Supporting the community, supporting art with a big heart.
To include her in our celebration was unforgettable.
The feedback we've gotten from these commercials has just been phenomenal. It really has resonated with our employees because they see themselves in it. You know, our employees are proud to work for a company like Devon, and they represent the values that we stand for. And when they see those values of doing the right thing, being a team player, continually improving what we do, delivering on results and collaboration, those are the things that they do every day. And when they see it brought to life in a way that's so beautiful, they just really latched onto these commercials. And the feedback we've gotten from them has been amazing.
They are truly seen as art forms, but more importantly, people pick up on the fact that they are telling the story of who Devon is and the core values of the company. And so that's the real gratifying thing, that the messages come through and that we've accomplished what we intended to accomplish.